2.11.4 Oligopoly. Game theory and price discrimination. Non-collusive oligopoly. 1. This is a form of oligopoly that exists when firms in the market, oligopoly, do not organize themselves to decide on the price and the quantity of output to be produced. 2. As for this, firms in a non-collusive oligopoly have to know the actions of the other firms as it can affect their profits. 3. Firms are very competitive in this form of oligopoly and they compete on prices as each firm has its own output. 4. The diagram explains the behavior of two dominant firms in a non-collusive market. In the diagram, both firms will want to maximize their earnings where M are equal to MC. 5. Because two firms are competing, both firms will not want to change the price but shift the demand curve rightwards using non-price competing factors. Explaining firms' interdependence in oligopoly market using game theory. Game theory is a strategic framework used to study firms' decisions given possible decisions that a competing firm can undertake. For the game to be successful, there should be possible different outcomes and participants, which in this case we can call them players. In business we can say firms. Example. In order to explain that firms in an oligopoly market are interdependent to each other, we will use the prisoner's dilemma theory. Assuming that there are two firms in a market, let's say there is Huawei and Samsung both selling Android phones. Assuming that both firms are currently selling a phone at $70 and can also reduce its cost to sell at $50 per unit. The table below is showing the possible profits given the firm's decision to either increase or reduce its price. In the table, different profit levels for each firm is represented given its assumed decision. Therefore, from the table we can be able to tell the dominant price, the possible decision likely to be taken if they colluded and if they did not collude. Diagram analysis based on possible firm decisions. Option A, if both firms decided to maintain its prices at $70, both firms would make $15 million in profits each, but this would be possible if both firms colluded to fix the price. Option B, given that the firms do not collude and they are competing, assuming that Huawei leads in lowering its price to $50 and Samsung maintains its price, it can be observed that Huawei would make a profit of $30 million and Samsung would make $5 million in profits. Option C, in the same way, if Samsung acted as price leader and decided to lower its price per phone to $50 while Huawei maintains its price at $70 per phone, Samsung would make $30 million in profits while Huawei would make just $5 million in profits. Diagram analysis based on possible firm decisions. Option D, assuming that both firms do not collude and they are aware of each other's possible decision, they would both choose to sell its phones at $50 each at this point. Samsung and Huawei would make $10 million in profits each. Summary based on the example. Given that both firms do not know what decision each firm would make, it is best that both firms reduce its prices to $50 per phone. Because if any firm reduces and the other maintains its price, the one which maintains would lose a lot of customers. It is also realistically profitable if firms just colluded tacitly and maintained its prices at $70. That would mean more profits for both Samsung and Huawei. Price discrimination. This is when producers charge different prices for the same good to different consumers. For the firm to be able to charge different prices to different consumers for the same product, the following conditions have to be in place. The firm must have monopoly power. There should be no resale. Market grouping in accordance to demographic monetary power. Please click subscribe to our video if you find the content useful. All the best with your assignments.